I've met so far.
He looks at you and says, well, thank you for what you've done.
So, then are we venturing out to the giant trees, or?
Yeah, I'll meet you guys in front of the tavern.
By the way, what is your spell list normally for the day? Just give me the names of them.
I mean, for all these?
Yeah.
Eric.
Just look at names real quick. That way I know what you have.
Yeah.
So, light.
Okay, Cody, well,
Oh,
we're going to go ahead and get together and start walking.
okay.
Alright.
If we meet at the tavern and head out, I guess.
And we need to get a marching order.
Marching order?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so just guys somewhere over here.
I'm willing to go first.
I'm gonna go second.
I'll go third.
I wonder what that means.
Unless you want to.
I'll bring up. Never mind. I'll be in the back.
I'll bring up the rear. That's what she wanted to say.
Yep.
Well, truthfully, Winnians ought to be toward the front. You have a little better perception.
Okay.
But it's like the middle of the day, so.
I'm a good beast. Yeah, but we're still heading off to unknown territory.
Yeah, but you're on a road, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because you're
fine.
following the road. The map leads you on the road for almost 30 miles and then appears off.
I hope donkey poops on them all.
Oh, man.
At least one thing, damn it, you should miss it. He's gonna catch it.
Oh.
You're not traveling that
Heck, if you do it right, it might poop on him.
No, you're not that close.
Listen, check.
See how close the donkey you want.
Yeah.
Roll versus wisdom, whether you're close enough to donkey.
Oh,
Donkey
what's
went
that?
jalapenos the night before.
Is that D20?
Yeah, I'll use them.
Oh,
Make a saving
You
throw
were-
versus
they're just
toxic death
picking
weapon.
Good.
You were never that close.
I'll say whenever I roll, it's gonna be
Okay.
good.
Donkey
But
fart,
it is- but the map
blue
does-
balls falls over.
The map does tell you it's going to be about 30 miles on road, so that's going to be at least 2 days on road travel. So,
That should be fine because we got
Yeah.
that roll percentage.
Yep. I just ate, so I'm gonna be well digested at that point.
Okay.
I can breathe on you. Make you well digested.
so hold on.
Liquefied cleric of the Lord.
I love the smell of clear plum in the morning. It smells like
30. All right, you guys make it to your first stop after your first day.
Which
Okay.
is.
About halfway on the road.
Oh, let's set up camp.
You guys can, by the way, you guys can travel about 60 miles. That's about it.
What's the benefits of a tent?
Benefits of a tent.
You don't peek on me whenever I'm sleeping.
It shelters the world from you.
No,
It
tent
makes
does
it hard for
something
people to
specific.
sneak up on you because if they try to sneak into the tent to try to like hurt you or steal from you, they get a negative for trying to enter the tent.
No, I just wanted to give you some bonuses or whatever.
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, it
I
might.
don't care. I'm gonna go get some firewood and stuff. Build fire. Yeah.
Anyone else gonna do anything?
I'm putting up a tent.
I'm gonna feed donkey.
I don't have a tent, so I'm just gonna lay out my bedroll.
Unless it's bad weather, I ain't gonna put a tent up.
You guys have about 8 hours to kill if you guys really want to.
Really? In that case,
I'm going to.
I'm interested in exploring the territory.
It's going to take him 3 or 4 hours to get the firewood, by the way.
Okay, let's go.
I'll tag along with
Jim
Jim and I will explore the territory. Just make sure.
Unless you're going to
there
cut
are-
down the nearest tree, which is going to take maybe half the time, but you're going to kill a tree. Like, fucking
I don't
cut
care.
an entire tree.
Anymore. I'm gonna back off some
that,
woods or something.
that is right down the road chopping down a fucking tree
Okay.
with his axe. Just
Just
fucking-
Why not just burn it? You have acid breath.
It's not burning, that's melting. and
That's
it's-
melting.
Well, wouldn't it melt the tree?
It doesn't do a whole lot to wood though.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Acid doesn't do much to wood. And on top of that, it's not super corrosive acid.
It's just enough.
It's like sulfur
really weak
acid.
acid. Yeah.
Jim and I
It
are
does a
gonna-
little bit, but it doesn't do it very
It does
fast.
mostly to flesh.
Yeah.
It does a lot much.
Jim and I are gonna explore the woodland areas to make sure there aren't any enemies.
The surrounding area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scouting.
Yes.
Okay.
So are we doing a search check, spot check, what?
Here, how far are we gonna be from the campsite? So, like,
You guys can do spot. Spot and lessons.
okay, that's D20.
Both D20?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got a 20.
I
Plus
got a-
whatever my thing is for that.
Alright, which side of the road were you on?
Yeah, where are we at?
There's north and south of the road, so.
I'm gonna be on south.
I'll be on the north, I guess.
Okay, you rolled a 20 for your spot.
Yeah, well, it said roll 20, but where's my list on here? Oh, spot.
If you get a natural 20, usually it works.
No, it's
So,
24.
so
I got
Spot.
yeah.
Modifier.
I got 8 for spot with my roll. Which is
you
kinda
saw
sad.
you saw maybe a tree. You end up seeing a deer and a couple rabbits, but you didn't see anything hostile. You want to you do a listen
I'll
check.
do a listen check. Hopefully I'll
Not
get like
you.
above
You're fine.
10. 20.
You got a natural 20?
Yep. I hears things.
Here's me fart swinging the axe.
You're dying of laughter.
You hear not too far from you what seems like to be a couple pups playing, like dogs.
Okay. Like, oh, well, we can't determine whether or not they're like wild dogs or like owned by someone fan-made.
Or wolf pups or anything else. I don't really know this yet. So.
You just heard, so that
Yeah.
I just heard.
Since I only see nice cuddly animals on my side, I'm gonna walk over to his side, join him since.
Meanwhile, where am I at? Chopping the
we're
list.
still chopping the tree. You're right beside camp, like we're almost
Where's
less than about 50 feet off
Okay.
the road. You're 50 feet north of the road. It,
Grab up there.
Let's stop.
Or
compared to them, you're about 100 meters off from them, so about 300 feet away from them.
Well,
She's where?
So
Yeah,
you'd
which
be,
is
like,
not going to be
way
on the
off.
map because
Yeah.
this is a big distance.
Alright.
Alright. So
Well, that's all he heard, but he doesn't know. You're still heading his way.
Alright.
You're about halfway to him, probably.
what's Dabba doing keeping an eye on me?
Probably just playing in the corner.
I was building my tent.
Playing
Oh,
in the
so she's
corner.
right there with me.
Yeah, she's not far from you. She's like right beside you. You're about 20 feet off camp, chopping down a fucking tree. So, and it's not a huge tree. It's,
I was just saying, as long, as long as we're teamed up, I don't want something sneaking up behind me, while I'm chopping down the fucking
Actually, do
tree.
your strength check. I want to see how fast you chop. You just your strength plus whatever you want.
19.
Okay, it's going to take you maybe 40 minutes at tops to chop down the tree. To chop it down, literally chop the fucking thing down. So,
And cut the logs.
yeah, the turning the firewood is going to take you 40 minutes.
Can I do a perception check whenever I get up here with DP?
When you actually get up there, if you haven't got there yet.
Have we got there?
I haven't heard from him what he wants to do.
well, I'm
You
still
just-
listening attentively while like I can't really do much of anything where I'm at. I
You
mean,
can try another spot check to see if you can see what you heard.
how is spot different from search?
Search is like you're searching for like loot, or you're searching for like secret doors or something like that.
Oh.
Like you're
he's
patting
searching
it
for
down,
what he
looking
heard.
for it. But spot is whether he can see it off in the distance. Search usually has to be within 5 feet. So you can do another spot check.
I'll do another spot check while I'm waiting for his ass to show
You
up.
have a donkey? You have a donkey?
Spot checks. 10.
It's okay. You can clearly see them. There's. It looks like almost two grayish, grayish, gray to dark gray, animals playing with each other. There's two little ones. They're like about that big.
Okay, so they're, yeah, you said pups. Can I tell what types of pups they are at that distance, or
That's more like a knowledge of
Perception
nature.
check?
I don't
You
look
can
at
do a
it.
perception check.
perception?
You already clearly see them, so
Where's
they roll a
perception?
1 for hiding.
Where's the perception check? I
They-
don't see it.
One frozen
yeah, I
was
forgot to
hiding,
go
and the other one
perception.
just kind of
You
hit
can,
and knocked them over.
you know what? Let me see. Okay. You can tell they seem to be like wolf pup. pups, like young wolf pups. And not far from there, you can see a cave into a wall, like into a little downward cave.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're setting up camp near fucking wolf camp.
Local knowledge check.
Local is more for like towns.
Oh, for towns. So that's gonna like.
I could do a knowledge.
But you don't know over there.
Yeah, you don't know.
You're back with Dad looking at him while he's chopping down a tree.
That would be knowledge.
Now you can tell me what kind of tree I'm doing and if I'm going to take poison ivy to do it.
But
Hey, I want to do a knowledge of nature check to make sure he's not gonna make everybody itchy.
go for it.
Okay, which one would I use?
What is that?
Plus your nature knowledge.
That one here.
Alright, question. Would she have knowledge if there is any poison ivy or poison oak around? Because some parts of the country don't have it.
She's a wood elf.
12 and 3.
15.
Well, does the area have poison ivy, poison oak?
Go for it. It's just a normal tree.
Hey, you're good, by the way.
It may. It's a tropical.
Meanwhile, I'm still sitting
yeah,
there.
it's a tropical. It seems like a tropical climate. So yes, it could be some
Well-
type of poisonous stuff.
Well, am I still waiting for blue balls to show up?
That's up to you. Are you waiting for him? You hear him coming up from behind you. But are you gonna wait for him, or are you gonna?
You want to hear
If
the
he's-
subtle if he's in the background while I'm chopping out a fucking tree.
How far out is he at this point?
Probably about 30 feet. He's not far. Actually,
Can I do a move silently check to try and check the cave to see if it is?
If you want to, I would advise you telling him to stop, because if he's within 10 squares, he'll ruin your silent check.
Stay back.
Now, are you yelling this or not? Or are you just going to turn into
And you gonna tell him why or anything else too? You know, just
Oh.
like you would. You gotta do it just like you were.
Oh yeah.
Because he has no freaking.
The role playing shit. Okay, so
Yes.
he's coming up. I turn and go.
What do? Remember, you know nothing of the pups, so.
I'm gonna go. I tell him that I'm gonna go check out this cave to see if there might be any potential loot. If there might be.
Are you whispering that to me?
Yes.
Because you guys are almost right beside each other.
Oh, okay.
Because when he turned to you, when he turned to you, you're less than 5 blocks away. So he can either walk up to you and just say,
Yeah. So I'm like, there's a cave over yonder. I'm gonna try and move in closer to check to see if it's
Dangerous.
to see if it's dangerous, to see if there are any forms of wildlife that we would need to worry about if we were to set up camp here
Okay.
for the night
Alright.
and such.
Alright.
So move silent check. Oh, that's not so bad. D20 for that.
uh-huh.
Boom. 19.